What's going on today, birthday boys? I am your host, Eric Biggs, as always. And JP, he made himself extra frisky, extra spicy. Call him the cucumber of spice. I don't know. What's going on, baby? How we doing?
You know what, dude? I am such a big fan of your hosting abilities. Maybe you could help me out real quick.
Okay,
man.
okay.
Just in case we ever have some of my boys roll through, you know what I mean?
In case I die or something.
Yeah, in case you die from the diabetes or
heart
attack.
Yeah, in case if I die under mysterious circumstances, I'm not suicidal. Watch out, JP might murder me. But yeah, okay. All right,
okay. Yeah, just in case, we have some reason that I might need to host. We'll still have you here and shit, bro.
Yeah,
but,
on a ventilator.
You're missing both feet.
Yeah, I just got little nubs. Just a little nubby boy, you know?
Nub Nation, baby.
Nub Nation. What's happening?
So, okay, look.
Right.
So we'll roll the intro again.
Okay, all right, we'll role play.
What's up, you fucking How's it fucking going?
Beautiful.
Is it something
perfect.
like that?
Yeah, perfect. That's what I say every time.
Yeah. Okay.
But have you been editing it so it sounds like I'm saying something else?
Okay, I might have come out the gate a little hard. Though,
oh, okay.
Right?
Okay. Okay.
Dial it back. What's up, everybody? Y'all know me. Welcome to Birthday Boys. Fucking Big Papa Japes. And here, to my right, like Eric usually does, right? The man who wears no wigs. You zag, he zigs. When black people around, he calls them Eric Biggs. Is that good?
Yeah, super accurate, dude. I think that's the kind of energy I try to bring to our guests. Nice. Clip it.
Because you always come up with some shit about my clothes, and I'm like, dude, I have to come up with new outfits every time now.
Yeah, dude, it's my man.
You fucking asshole. I don't have enough clothes to go around, bro.
Yeah, dude, don't worry. I wear the same 5 outfits on every podcast. Literally, I'll be going through reels and be like, wait, was that one from that week or the next week? So I'll have to watch them and be like, oh, guess it's different. I literally just wear the same 5 shirts every day.
Me too, man.
Oh, that's today though. Fucking life is good hiking. That's me, outdoorsy as fuck, dog.
Yeah.
I'm basically a nature boy now. Goes to Colorado one time. I basically live outdoors. Actually, I'm a man of the wilderness.
I live with the wolves now,
Yeah.
Japes. So.
If you want me, the pack's got to be around. Big dog.
Yeah, came back full alpha and shit.
Yeah, that's me. Oh my god. Okay.
We have another just solo ep. What should we call it, like a goon fest or something? You know what I mean?
I think that's something a little different. I think I've heard that term used for it in other instances.
Okay, we'll call us Joe Bros then. How about
Yeah. We love Joe Biden. 3 more months.
This is great, man. I heard you had something you wanted to talk about, brother.
Yeah, dude. So we had ourselves a nice big movie app a little while back, and since then I don't consume movies as much as you do, but me and the wifey, we like to go out to movies.
Sure.
Like I just still like the theater experience, even though it's way overpriced and everything. Like I don't know. I like getting the popcorn and getting the big ass soda, and you're passing it fucking back and forth and watching the movies and watching the commercials and all that shit. So the new Reagan movie came out,
Mm-hmm.
and we were like, do we go see Deadpool and Wolverine, or do we go see the Reagan movie and good little white children? We went and saw the fucking Reagan movie, dude.
Right.
And so we saw it the opening within the first couple days it was out, maybe within the first week or so, and because I was also who knows what streamer's actually going to pick it up. I was like, yeah, I'm curious, hear a lot of stuff one way or the other. So I was like, let's go check this out. Dennis Quaid is cool.
Yeah.
You know, so we go, get all the stuff, walk into the theater. I had miscalculated how much older every other audience member was going to be in that movie. Like, I didn't think about it, but we walked in and I just saw nothing. We were the youngest people in there by like 40 years. Yeah. Like, I swear half of that theater had oxygen, dude. It was so bad. It was just all fucking old ass fucking white people. And we walk in and they just glare at us. Like, they were so pissed we were in this movie.
What?
Yeah, like, that was the vibes I got instantly, dude. Like,
okay.
I was like, this is weird. Because it was a lot of just like, giving us, like, real stare downs, like, all the way to our seat.
Damn.
And I was like, this is aggressive.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, they must just be being like, oh, they're fucking young and gonna cause a scene, be on there doing TikToks or, you know.
Hold on, were you wearing your Kamala t-shirt?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
of
okay,
course.
yeah,
I had the face paint on.
The blackface?
No, where I paint my face like an elephant and I wear the shirt that says, I'm with her no matter who she is, you know, that's...
Gotcha.
That one. Mm-hmm. Like, I agree with all of her decisions she made whenever she was, worked for the cops. All right, you know, like that's
sure.
It's a deep cut.
Yeah.
But no, so we like go in there, and we're sitting in the back, very back row, and it's like us, and then a bunch of like old fucking white couples, and the commercial. There's no way that these were not targeted movie commercials for the Reagan movie.
Sweet.
You cannot convince me of that. There's no way in fuck if we would have went and seen Deadpool and Wolverine that these were the advertisements we were going to be getting. And we sit down. The first commercial comes on. It's a commercial for Lincoln, the lover of boys. And this was just like a 4-minute commercial all about how like Lincoln was gay. And you gotta love gay people because you love Lincoln. And it was just that for 4 minutes. It was so funny just watching this old white woman sitting next to my wife just about to fucking like rip the arms off of her chair. And she's like making noise, like just fucking. You could feel the tension in the theater. Oh my god, dude! And everyone and me and the wife are trying not to laugh because it's fucking hilarious. Because I'm like, they did this on purpose. They knew who was coming to see the Reagan movie. They're like, watch this. We're gonna get them fucking fired up. Yeah. And
all the servers are trans that day.
Yeah, say like, if you don't have blue hair, don't come in. Like, it was so fucking wild. And then at the very end, it just like says the title. It's like Lincoln, lover of boys, and it's like in that like movie voice. And my wife just goes, and fucking old woman just staring holes through us. And I'm just like, calm down. I'm like, you chill out, bitch.
Yeah. I have a gun too, sir.
Yeah, it's like, what? Dude, I'll fight you right now, dude. It's fine. We'll duel. Like we're an old president. We'll duel right now. I'll call Alexander Hamilton right now. But yeah, so that's first commercial. Whole theater, they're fired up now.
Okay, I hate to interrupt you, but is this a real movie that's coming out?
Yes.
Fuck yeah, dude.
100%. And it's like a documentary movie where it's just like a bunch of like gay liberals being like, well, okay, so we know Lincoln sucked cock, and we can tell that because he had a friend that was a man. And that was like their whole justification. They're like, he spent a lot of time around men. Yeah. They were gay. And I've heard that. Have you ever heard this like theory before?
No, I'm not caught up with the presidents, bro.
Okay, you know. So like I've heard this theory like on podcasts for a couple of years.
Gotcha.
So it didn't completely throw me off. Like I was like, okay, I've heard this theory. It doesn't surprise me they're trying to make a movie about it.
Is he gay? Was he gay?
no one fucking knows. They're just like, he spent more time with like a buddy of his that like either worked on his cabinet or something than he spent time with his wife.
Bat cabinet, maybe.
Yeah. So that was like the general premise. And they're like, and they, allegedly they slept in the same bed.
And if I'm assuming right, he was a Republican president.
So Lincoln, let me think about it. Yes, Lincoln was a Republican.
That's why everybody was pissed, because they're shining this new light on him. Is that it? Because if he was a Democrat, would the old white people care as much? They'd be like, no, that fucking fits.
Probably, just because it was so long ago.
Okay.
Because, like, also, you'll hear a lot, like, well, the Republicans used to be the Democrats used to be the Republican, like...
Oh, shit, I didn't know that, okay.
It's not real. It's just, like, one of those things that if, like, a Democrat was good a long time ago and a Republican was bad, there's like, see, it flipped. And then you're like, but what about the 80s? And they're like, because, I mean, like Reagan was a Republican.
Yeah.
I don't know. The parties don't really keep the lines. You know what I mean? Like
especially back then, yeah.
Yeah, like over time, like everything kind of changes. And because I think technically Lincoln was I think he was a Republican, but the Democrats I don't think even existed yet. It was some other party that then, like, later on changed over to the Democratic Party. I don't know. It's very weird. Because also you'll get a lot of Republicans that'll be like, the last good Democrat was Kennedy. Because, like, he was a Democrat. Like, it's just, they just want to cherry pick and then be like, well, really, he would be one of us now today. And you're like, shut the fuck up. This is so, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
But anyway, so basically it's just a bunch of, like, old white people being like, they're trying to make one of the presidents gay. We don't like this. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I'm sure if you watch the movie, they're going to be like, we have lots of proof. And you're going to leave it thinking, yeah, 100% he was gay.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that there's going to be 100 other historians that are going to come out with different information that are going to counter. Like, no one knows. It was the fucking 1800s.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no video back then. Nobody had iPhones.
You had to stand still for like 25 minutes to get one photo taken. No one fucking knows.
Yeah, I have seen that photo of him sucking a cock, though.
Yeah, well, that's
25 minutes, yeah.
Pretty hot. But yeah, so it was this whole thing. So, like, that happened.
So the second one.
So second one comes on. Did you ever see that documentary that Matt Walsh... Do you know who Matt Walsh is?
Some news reporter guy?
Yeah, he's like a super Republican news reporter, like Ben Shapiro type stuff.
Gotcha.
He's like on that end, where he's like, fucking women stay at home and shut the fuck up and they're dumb whores. Like, he's like that side. Like, super inflammatory the other way. And so then he had a movie came out a little while back called What is a Woman? That was all about him traveling the world asking different people if they knew what a woman was. And this is whenever all the trans stuff was happening. So he, like, found dumb liberal chicks in colleges around here. He's like, what's a woman? And they're like, we don't know. And then he, like, flew to a tribe in Africa. It's like, what's a woman? And they're like, that whore. And he's like, see, they know and all these dumb liberals don't. Like, that was basically the plot of the movie. Was him just being like, see, America's fucking stupid. And you're like, all right. This is dumb. Like, the stuff that Jay Leno used to do, like his street interviews of like 4 minutes of just being like, look how stupid everybody is.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He basically turned that into a movie where they'd like go around and be like, what's the 13th Amendment? And people would be like, so you can sail boats upside down. And they're like, so he basically turned that into a movie. So that came out a little while back. He now is coming out with a movie where he goes around and interviews people, and it's like, his movie is now America the Racist or whatever the fuck, where he's going around interviewing people being like, oh, are we really racist? And doing the same thing he did, just like finding dumb people to give dumb answers. And he turned it into a 2-hour movie.
Yeah.
So I watched all this, and the whole time I was sitting there thinking, going, wasn't life a lot better whenever Marvel just put out 15 movies a year and we didn't have to see this stupid shit? Wasn't cinema better then? Fucking, is this what you wanted, Tarantino? You know? Was this the end goal so that now movies are cool and edgy again? Is this better? No, you fucking dorks. Let's watch superheroes beat up supervillains and have a good time. Movies are gonna fucking suck for like 5 years, I'm convinced now. So it was just that. But it was like, just like super liberal, super Republican, super liberal for like every commercial.
Damn.
The next one was like, then after that it was some movie about like the downfall of society because people love celebrities. Like, it was the worst shit I've ever seen in my life. Like, just on and on and on. And then I don't know. It just blew my mind that I'm like, this is now what cinema is going to be. Just like hyper polarization of one side or the other. I'm like, it's basically Facebook meme movies.
Yeah, dude, that is interesting, bro, because, you were talking about like 3 instances of stuff that where it's like showing America, like the mirror thing type of thing, but it's coming from an agenda. This shouldn't be movies. You're saying the Matt Walsh, is that his name?
Yeah.
That's going to be a movie that's coming out in theaters?
Yeah.
Wow.
Or it's either...
That's fucking strange, man.
Yeah, he's going to like try to put it in theater. I'm sure that he's then going to come out and be like, the libs don't want you to see this movie. It's like that fucking Sound of Freedom movie. That was all about them like going and like freeing child trafficked kids, and their entire marketing scheme was just like, the libs don't want you to know about this fake movie we fucking made up that's slightly based off of a real event where they found kids. And you're like,
stream it now. Only on Truth Social.
Yeah, Truth Social.
Picked us up.
This is Trump's favorite movie. Fucking watch it so the libs don't win. Like, I'm like, is this so now this is what all fucking media is going to be? And I'm like, that's super cool. However, I did watch the Reagan movie. I'm ready to fight communism. So, fucking come at me, commies, dude. I watched Reagan. The Reagan movie's fucking awesome. You 100% need to watch it. It's so fucking dope.
You liked it?
It was so good.
Hell yeah.
It was so good. It might not be completely accurate. It was definitely like a pro-Reagan movie. You know, they were like, look at all the good shit he did, all this and that. I don't really fucking know. But you watch that movie and you walk out of there and you're like, I'm ready to fucking fight communism today.
Yeah.
Like, it's so good.
Fuck the Soviet Union, fuck Russia,
Dude,
just walk out like that.
Oh my God, I was fired up. I was pumped. I was ready to do whatever I needed to do to take down the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
It was literally the entire movie. I don't know. It's not really gonna spoil it because it's like historic events.
Sure.
But basically, the movie was told from the perspective of like an old Soviet Union SSR, like the spy, like an old KGB guy. And it kind of gives the impression that you're supposed to think is like Putin is going to like talk to this old like spy dude to figure out like why the why did the Soviet Union fail. And so it's told from like that perspective of him just being like, Reagan was our biggest adversary, and I told them for years he was going to destroy us, and just the whole time, you're just pumped. Like, I'm fired up.
Nice.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was one of those movies that I was like, it's so good.
I got to check it out, man.
Yeah, it's so good. It was such a fun angle for them to take of like a way to tell the story of being like, instead of being like, oh, this is other people in the United States talking about him, they're like, let's go to the enemy and have them just basically be like, this guy was the fucking GOAT.
Yeah.
And we couldn't defeat him no matter what we did. It was fucking awesome, dude.
That's very creative, man, dude.
Badass.
That sounds interesting as fuck, dude. I like when they twist some shit up like that in movies, man. Yeah. Like Civil War. Remember how they kind of like did that perspective from the photographer side of it?
Yeah. So it was very interesting because I was glad because I kind of figured it was going to be like told from the interview perspective of like one of his right-hand men or something like that.
Yeah, somebody in his cabinet or something.
Somebody in his cabinet being like, well, this and that and whatever else. but they took a completely different angle on it. I don't really feel like it messes with the movie.
No, yeah.
But like,
that's cool.
it was fun. It was badass. I'm telling you, you watch it, you get fired up. You're like, Reagan was a hero. He's the fucking strongest president ever. He's the fucking GOAT. Reagan's the man. Because, I don't know. I feel like I don't want to say too much. But then at the same time, it is all like historic events. So I don't really feel like you can give out spoilers on history.
Yeah, it's kind of like telling people the Titanic,
like at the end it sinks. Yeah. Like, okay.
Fuck, man.
Yeah. God damn it, I never knew. I never read anything ever. But yeah, it does get you fired up, being like, Reagan was the fucking man.
He was the fucking man.
He has a dude that, like, whenever he was still the governor or the senator, I think whenever he was the governor, some like hippie dude that was like pro-Reagan, some like hippie college kid camps out on his front yard. And whenever they get up in the morning, the wife like goes out and she's like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? Like, get off of our yard. And he's like, I love your husband. He's a hero. I just want to interview him. I'll only be 5 minutes, I promise. And she's like, no, the problem is he will talk to you all day. You have to go away. Like, I will make sure you get an appointment, but you have to leave or he's going to be with you all day. It's going to mess up his entire schedule. And the kid's just like, no, I'll only take 5 minutes. And then Reagan comes out and he's like, what's going on? And he's like, I just want to interview you for 5 minutes, blah, blah, blah. And then he spends the, like, whole, it, like, is inferred he did exactly what his wife was talking about, where he's just like, well, come on, let's get a cup of coffee. And then, like, it just, like, fucks up his whole day because he's just, like, talking to this kid. And then he hires him later on whenever he's president, and it's super fucking cool. It was one of those things that you're like, you know what, he might have done a lot of terrible stuff, probably, but what a legend.
What's his wife's name again, man? Is that
Jackie.
Nancy? Jackie.
No. Yeah, Nancy.
Yeah, good
Nancy
old
Reagan,
Nance.
Jackie was Kennedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nancy.
What kind of role was that played by, man? Was she kind of like a straight man, or was she kind of like, what kind of archetype does she come out as in the movie?
Definitely did like they definitely set her up as like the
whiny bitch?
They definitely went the like loving, supporting wife.
Okay.
Throughout all things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which, from the stuff you see, seems
accurate.
Like that was kind of what their thing was.
Sure.
Like, essentially, she was always like wanting what was best, but then also kind of would just like let him, do his thing, his way, and was always just like ultimately like, all right, whatever you want is gonna be best. And because obviously he died of dementia.
Yeah.
So then there's like the whole thing at the end, where they're like talking about, like he now is like old, has dementia and is dying and stuff, and she's just being like, he just has to go out for one more ride on his horse. I just can't take that away from him, and you're like, God damn, dude. Fucking the waterworks for the legend. Fucking rest in peace, dude. Fucking, I want to get a Reagan tattoo, dude. I saw that. I thought about finishing the flag the rest of the way up my arm. Put some red, white, and blue in this motherfucker. But no, it's fire.
Hell yeah, man. Shit, dude.
You should watch it.
So I should catch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely watch it. Because like I said, I don't know what streamers ever going to pick it up, because it's just like a pro-Reagan movie. So I feel like a lot of people, like Disney is not going to be like, that's up our alley. But it was fantastic. I am very excited for in like 20 more years whenever they do that with a Clinton movie. And they're like, he just wanted to play a saxophone and fuck,
Except, what's his wife's name?
Hillary.
Yeah, Hillary Clinton is like left out of the movie entirely.
Yeah, or she's just like an evil bitch. They just like, there's like, yeah, Bill was so cool. He just wanted to play the saxophone and fuck, and then Hillary was fucking annoying.
Yeah, fucking not letting him get his fucking dick sucked and shit, bro. Come on.
God, yeah. Because I do always love, I don't know if you've ever heard this, but it's like there's two types of presidents. Either like pussy hounds or warmongers. And you're like, Clinton, pussy hound. Kennedy, pussy hound. Like, They weren't there for. They were just there to be like, "What's up?" Yeah. It's a cool way to bang whores.
Maybe Hillary she can come out in like the prequel. You know what I mean? Let's
Yeah.
say we'll have Clinton. What would we call it? What was this Reagan story called? Just Reagan?
Yeah, I think it was just. Yeah, I think it was just Reagan.
Okay, like like horror movies or like Leprechaun, but part 2 is Leprechaun 2.
Yeah.
Something, something, something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it could be like Clinton.
Clinton, and then.
And then like Clinton, the rise of the cunt, or you know.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah, because also I feel like Bill Clinton would not get nearly the amount of hate if it wasn't for Hillary's like back half career. Like I feel like that's where a lot of it comes from, is people being like, she was awful, and now all of a sudden it's like, well, Bill might have fucked kids. Like, he was really tight with Epstein.
Yeah.
They were bros. I feel like if they would have just like faded off, instead of like her then being like, well, now I'm gonna be president. I feel like
true.
I feel like it would have just been like, oh yeah, that was a crazy thing that happened, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like that is.
All right,
Yeah.
Clinton 3. What do we got here, man? Fucking
Clinton 3, the
in space. No.
yeah, Chelsea goes to space.
We haven't heard anything about her in a while, man. Did
Nah,
you ever
dude.
think she was pretty?
The daughter, yeah,
Really?
she was.
You fucking pervert, dog. That's a fucking gross bitch, man.
I don't know. I think blonde chick, right?
I don't remember her. I was just making a stupid joke, man. I don't know.
JP just hates whites. JP, the hater of whites. New movie, 2064. Whenever he puts on sunglasses, he wants the whites to go away.
Trying to dark wash the world, bro.
Yeah. So, this whole thing got me thinking. What president would you want there to be a movie on? Like, there's all the, like, obvious, like, big ones. But I feel like there's so many, like, cool, like, lesser-known presidents
Yeah.
that you could make a dope movie about. And just get everyone fired up about, like, some random president, like, the 1800s. Mm-hmm. That it just kind of gets skipped over.
You know me, man. I don't know as much as the presidents about the presidents as you.
Yeah.
So, but I think George W. would be fun. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Senior?
No. George W. was the junior.
That's junior.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. See, and I feel like there'll definitely be movies about him.
Yeah.
Because like 9/11, like all the like big stuff that happened around him. Mm-hmm. I feel like he'll definitely get a movie in like another probably 40 years.
You know what? I liked him, man, but there was this one time I heard him refer to Mexicans as brownies. Did you ever see that?
Also, the first president that I like really was like conscious about was Barack.
Okay.
Because he got elected, or like he went into office in 2008, so I was 9.
Yeah.
So like I was alive during the Bush administration, but like you don't fucking know what's going. Like
Who cares? Yeah.
Yeah, from like 0 to 9, and then I only knew about Barack because it was like a big deal. It was like first black president. Mm-hmm. Like this is cool.
You cried for a week.
Yeah, and I was like, no, you know. We're never gonna get to do anything cool again.
You're gonna have to learn to drink grape soda now.
Yeah. Well, that's why I know how to dat people up. You know, I was like, life skills now. They start teaching the elementaries.
Yep. You started making trap music the next day.
Yeah. Mom, throw on some sick drill beats. But yeah, like, because that's the only president I really like have a lot of memory for, of like stuff going on is like Barack and then Trump and then Biden.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I was alive for Bush Jr.
The dub, man. George W., bro.
Yeah.
Bush Jr. Nobody prefers him as that, bro. Come on.
Fucking,
bro.
little boy Bush. Little man, the big ears.
Lil Bush. Yeah.
Lil Bush.
Lil Bush is a rap name?
Lil Bush. Have you seen that now? He just like is a paint. He just like lives out in Texas and he just like does paintings and shit.
That fucking rocks, dude. I hope he's smoking a little bit, man. He deserves it,
I'm
dog.
sure he is. One of my favorite like video clips of George Bush is they were interviewing him like a year or so after 9/11, and he was out on the golf course, and he says something about like, and we're gonna get them terrorists, but now check out this swing, and he just drives the fuck out of a golf ball.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
I'm like, that's dope, dude.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, I dug him, and I was able to excuse him for the brownie thing, dude, because he like talked about it later. He's like, oh man, I've been around Mexicans all my life, and it is kind of weird, but sometimes that's how we call them. And it isn't like hurtful. It's like, okay. At least he like addressed it, man. You know what I mean? Not like Trump, who didn't like go back and like ever say something to
he was just
clear
like,
shit up.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Plus, I mean, I'm terrible to white people all the time, so it's kind of it evens
like,
out. It makes sense.
You're like, that's fair. I would have called him Cracker. Cracker.
But he also, oh shit, am I thinking about the wrong Bush? The one that fucking some cat fucking like threw a shoe at him and shit, and he just went stone cold, just
that was
George Dubs.
Yeah, that was Dubs.
Yeah, man, fucking Matrixed it and shit, fucking Neo'd on it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, the
fucking epic, dog. Oh, and another dude threw up on him, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the prime minister, no, like some world leader, dude, like a
vomited on him.
And he just like. He played it off like a drinking bro, you know what I mean? Like,
shit,
no, man, fucking touching his shoulder and shit, making him feel all right.
Too many BLs, it happens to all of us.
He was talking to the camera like, yeah, no, we just ended a bender. This is expected.
Yeah, sorry, we've been drinking. We've been doing birthday boys. This is no big deal.
Just rapped with Eric and Jape.
So. Yeah, I was 3. Yeah, dude, I think it'd be cool to get a good movie about his dad.
Oh, yeah.
Because his dad was like the head of the CIA.
Yeah, he did some weirder shit, huh?
Yeah, like his dad is one of those dudes that like you hear shit about him that you're like, he did a lot of like sketchy CIA shit like back in the day, and then he was like the head of the CIA and then became president and all this stuff, and then Bush Dub was just like, yeah, I'm gonna be president. That's fucking cool. Like, you didn't. I never like. You never really got the feeling from him, or at least from like the stuff I now have gone back and see that he was really as into it. Like he was just like, I don't know. It's the job, I guess. And Dad said to do this, so I'm here doing this. And
yeah. It kind of did seem like the older Bush was like smart and into shit.
Yeah.
But then the little Bush, he had to fucking. Because there's Jeb Bush too, right?
Yeah, dude, that guy, that poor dude.
I think they were both a little dumber than like the senior Bush, you know what I mean?
Because then who's the other one? Because it was Jeb that ran against Trump in 2016.
Yeah.
And Trump just fucking shit on him all the time. It was like, you're a loser, you're a bitch, and he's just like, There will never be a funnier time in politics than like 2015, 2016. Because we had never seen that stuff going on.
Yeah.
It got super uncool a while out. Like it's all caused this crazy downfall in my opinion. But it was so funny to like watch somebody that wasn't a politician just like of just like shitting on them. Because that was Trump's whole he was just like, I'm just gonna bully you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he just like bullied them, and they didn't know what to do, and now that's all that any politics is, and it all sucks. Like after it worked, now all politicians are just like middle schoolers.
Yeah.
So it is now sad.
It does make sense, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it ruined politics, but it was really funny. It was like, oh, this is entertaining.
Yeah.
But
because the Dems are trying to do that with like. By calling Republicans weird. Have you heard this?
Oh yeah,
right now? Yeah.
It's like their whole thing. There's like, oh, these guys, they're all weirdo dorks, and yeah, it's very strange.
It's funny that like trans people get to call people weird right now. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, why's that? Why could that be, JP? I mean, I would never assume any certain way of where you'd go with this.
Cut the tape. I'd like to announce that Alexa and I are dating now. So yeah, we've been secretly seeing one another.
That's very nice. It's very nice.
Watch her episodes. Fucking
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
We love the trans around here.
Mm-hmm. We platform them. It's whatever. You know, we're cool.
Only when they have cool tits.
Yeah. The coolest. But yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be cool to see like a Harriet, not Harriet Tubman. Who was the giant fat president? God damn it, dude.
While you're trying to think of that, Dick Cheney had a movie.
Yes.
Fucking rocked.
Yeah.
Christian Bale played him.
Mm-hmm.
And just like the seriousness of him, the way he fucking, I felt like had no riz, but still controlled everything, dog, man. Fucking so calculated, so slow moving, so fucking feared. I think that's what it was, man.
Yeah.
Or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think, because that's always the thing that everyone says about old little Dub Bush is that really it was Cheney was running everything.
He ran the country for like 8 years, dog.
Yeah, he was the one pulling all the strings, making all the decisions. And then, so like you see a movie about him and you're like, fuck, this guy was kind of evil.
He was so cool, dude. He was basically like in George Bush's ear. No, we gotta nuke him, bro. You know?
Yeah, turn him to glass. Dude, yeah, say if you took away from his movie that you're like, all right, Cheney's the man, you'll fucking love the Reagan movie.
Okay, cool.
You'll be like, Reagan's the fucking goat.
Yeah.
Yeah, say, well, because, so one of the cool things about in the Reagan movie, there's one thing that they didn't put in that I wish they would have. I think is one of the funniest things that Reagan ever did. But, so one of the things they talked about was he was a lifeguard whenever he was in like high school. Mm-hmm. And he supposedly saved like 100 and something people from drowning during his time of being a lifeguard.
Okay.
And they talked about how like some of it was just like girls wanting him to like come out and save him. And then some of it was like dudes that were actually going to drown and
pretending to...
Yeah, it was like chicks being like, oh no! And then, you know, he'd go out there and they'd be like, what's up? And he's like, oh, okay, you didn't actually need help. You're trying to get a piece of that rag, dude. And, one of my favorite stories about Reagan is, so Reagan got shot. There was an assassination attempt on him.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Really? Okay, so he got shot, like, pretty early into his first term as president. He gets shot, take him to the hospital, all this stuff. He obviously recovered. You know, he had all the rest of the time as being president. Didn't kill him. But so after that happened, he was giving another speech somewhere else, like once he was healed up and everything, and a balloon popped, and he just goes, missed me. And it's the funniest thing ever that, like, a dude that, like, almost got fucking assassinated, like, had that, like, cool, suave thing about him, and just being like, I'll make a joke about this.
Yeah.
Because, like, it startled everyone's like, what the fuck? You missed me. And it's so funny. And you'll see people going and be like, oh, Reagan pretended that he almost got shot in this video. It's like, no, he was making a joke. Because one of the other things is he's known for, like, giving all these, like, funny story speeches. And they had a bunch of that, like, layered throughout.
Sweet.
Like, a lot of people say the reason he won his second term was from, in the debate, he had a much younger candidate running against him. Reagan was the oldest president for his second term that ever been president, and he was like 60. So, like, he wasn't old for like what we have now for presidents. But back then, they're like, such an old man is even going to be able to be president. Blah blah blah, all this stuff. And during the debate that he's having, he's like, yeah, I know, you know, age has been brought up, and you know this and that, and I won't hold my opponent's inexperience against him. And it crushed. And everyone's like, oh, fucking, he got his ass. And Reagan won his second term. He only lost one state.
Whoa.
It was like one of the biggest landslides ever.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking wild. So I wish that they would have put the balloon thing in there. I get why they didn't. Just because, like, it's like this little weird video that I just find funny. But yeah, say Reagan was just, he did so much of that kind of shit that's so funny. Like, kind of like an Obama, where there's just a lot of, like, cool shit he did. There's a lot of, like, cool quotes and stuff like that. And, you know, he has, Reagan had the quote of, what's the most terrifying thing you can ever hear from a person is, I'm from the government, I'm here to help. And he was the fucking president. Like, he was legend.
That's one angle about Republican people that I do like.
Yeah.
That they're kind of saying like fuck off government.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
definitely. I think everybody should like that, or I think everybody does a little bit. You know?
Yeah, I think it was more popular of an opinion. You know, like back in the day of being like okay with the idea of being like we don't really want big government.
Yeah.
And now you're like a psychopath if you say that publicly.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's like a there's people that like get put on like terrorist watch list for being like I just want the government to fuck off.
Damn.
It's insane.
Disband the government.
Just a red dot appears on your chest. We're like, well, there's not even windows in here.
I'm not even Indian.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I say I don't know. This is my idea. Once Birthday Boys becomes the biggest thing on all of the earth.
Yeah.
We should just start making pro-presidential movies about old presidents that no one knows anything about, and just fucking hype them up.
Yeah. Can they be satire movies?
Yeah.
Okay, so Alexander Hamilton was wearing fucking high heels.
It's kind of true. They kind of all wore.
Yeah, he's doing like that tuck job, you know what I mean? Fucking got.
That's how he was able to survive all those duels.
He went to every one of his like addressing the nation like that. He's like, wait, I gotta tuck.
Yeah, wait, okay. Yeah, no, see, because I think it'd be because if you just did like presidents that no one really knows about, I think you could just make wild fucking fun movies.
Yeah.
Of just random fucking presidents.
Name a president that people don't know too much. I don't know any of them.
God damn it, dude! We should have the internet for this.
George B. Thoroburn, right? There's one something like that.
It's something like that. There's two. There's a couple different Adams. Here, let's do this. We're gonna cheat. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna pull up. Because also the whole idea is like presidents that nobody knows about.
Henry Cavill, I think, is one. Or no, that's the guy who played Superman.
All right, presidents, and yeah, that's Superman. Okay.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson in the future.
Chester A. Arthur. He was president from 1881 to 1885.
81 to 85, 1881. That.
No one knows anything about him.
Yeah, he sounds like Chester A. Arthur.
Yeah.
That sounds like he's like a cartoon character on a cereal box or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Chester A. Arthur here
Chester
again,
A.
reminding you
Arthur,
to fucking eat them fucking.
Remember, Poncha County. Yeah, well, because like the presidents, you know, like Andrew Johnson, you know, Ulysses S. Grant.
Yeah.
Because he was.
I don't know Andrew Johnson.
Oh, really? Okay, so like Andrew Johnson, he was 1865 to 1869. I feel like he's a more popular one.
What did he do? Wasn't there an Andrew Jackson?
Yeah, so Andrew Jackson, he was the second. Yeah, he was the. Wait, I'm trying to do.
He shot George Bush.
No, he was the fourth. Andrew Johnson was the fourth president.
Okay.
It goes Washington, James Adams, Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, and then you have. Okay, they have a big chunk missing out of this. Because they say James Adams was 1797 to 1801. And then the next president they list is 1817, James Monroe.
Oh, shit. The dark period, bro. Fuck, what happened to America then? Those 16 years.
I'm very confused. I'm going to have to do research on this. Oh, no, I'm reading this the wrong fucking order.
That makes sense.
That's what this is. Okay, it was Washington, John Adams, Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, John Quincy Adams. I feel like he's another one that people kind of know.
I feel like he would be like a cool musician.
Yeah. Andrew Jackson. He's another one that's like pretty famous. Then you have Martin Van Buren.
Sure.
Never heard of him. William Henry Harrison. John Tyler. That's a guy we could make movies about and just say whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah.
1841 to 1845.
Yeah.
Who knows, dude?
He was hunting witches back then, I hear.
Exactly. Like, who knows what the fuck he was doing? James K. Polk. No idea. Zachary Taylor. Don't know nothing about him.
Didn't he come out in Home Improvement?
Yeah. So he's the new fixer-upper guy. he just got.
He was the neighbor. We never saw his face.
Yeah, he had the bucket hat. Hello.
Yeah.
How you doing, Tim Allen?
Good old Zachary Taylor, or what was it?
Zachary Taylor.
Yep.
Yeah, like you don't know. No one knows anything about him. Millard Fillmore.
You're making these up at this point now.
I'm not.
This is a bit, guys.
I'm not. And then we had JP. That was the next one.
Yeah.
That was. But like I feel like there's so many presidents that are in these like kind of like forgotten years that you could just make a wild movie about, and people would be like, yeah, cool, whatever. And as long as you were like for the most part fairly accurate, I think you could just have a lot of fun with them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they did make those vampire hunters about Abraham Lincoln. Did you see those?
No, but they were fucking. Yeah, those were wild. Roosevelt, everyone knows him.
Let's see if we can come up. Let's try to come up with one, bro. Next summer, Zachary Thomas in
Saving America. Part 1.
Why is this black person in my yard?
we should still have slaves. Well, because that is one of the wild things as you look at it. It's like, it's so long until Lincoln.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I have to tell you this, bro. So I was talking to this chick that didn't know English very well, right? And she was trying to say that her boss is, like, treating her unfairly, right?
Yeah.
She was trying to say slavery, but she didn't know the word in English, right? So the English word she did know, she was like, remember when black guys worked for the white guys? I started cracking up. You mean slavery? Like, yeah.
Oh my god. She just goes to her boss, you're working me like one of the black guys. And he's just like, what? What are you talking about?
She's a nice little lesbian lady. I love her, but you know, she's from Mexico, so her English is,
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask. Yeah. Like, where was? Do you know that Mexico outlawed slavery before the United States?
I bet, dude.
Isn't that fucking insane? Like,
but
oh my god,
it's a good way to get her points across, without knowing the language. Worked for though, I was kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah, you're like, I mean, technically working done, I guess, but they weren't employees. Oh, Jesus Christ!
I was fucking dead, man. I could tell like that wasn't the exact word she was trying to get because of the response. I just fucking started cracking up. So I got this face on her like.
She's like, I don't think it was funny.
She was like, am I saying something fucking racist as fuck right now? She came back and like tried to fix it like 3 times. And
yeah, she said, no. Like, it's fine, I laughed. All right, well, yeah, so we're going to start working on her. Give us your submission of a president we should make a movie about that no one knows about.
Yeah. Give us ideas too, because,
Give us Cliff Notes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Work for white guys.
But she said it so sweetly, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
I could tell that she didn't know.
Yeah, it was not at all what she was trying to say. Yeah, which is what makes it funny.
Yeah. She's like, she could have said some bad words in there too, man, because in Spanish there's very aggressive ways to call black people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she's like, the black dudes would work.
Yeah.
For like she's sort of real like earnest and
Yeah, she's
sweet,
like, I know I can't say that word. I know we can't say what we call them.
yeah. The of
Yeah.
course as a callback.
Yeah, allegedly.
They're both edited. And,
You know the. Oh my god. Yeah, well that's awesome. But yeah, I like the idea of us just making random president movies.
I like it, man. We got to pitch this shit to Tubi, man. Fucking,
Yeah. What up, Tubi? Come on, hit the line, dude.
Mm-hmm.
We can
start writing Trumps, man. You know, try to get like sponsored by
True Social. Yeah.
I heard it's kind of tanking right now, but
Shocker. Wild, dude. Even he abandoned it. Even he's back on Twitter now too.
well, yeah. Now he's got Musk on sucking his cock and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's like, this is my African American friend. Technically not wrong.
I hadn't thought of that angle yet, man. That's
Yeah.
great.
No, it's
Yeah, he's gonna show up in a Tesla next time.
Yeah.
Do you think Trump would ever rock a Tesla?
Yeah. I think the funniest part about Trump is that, in my opinion, is that he
Hates people.
well, he gets this angle of like being like, oh, he's like the blue collar American, but he is not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the economy does good under him, all this, whatever. But the idea of him being like your everyday man is so absurd because you can see the stuff where he disconnects. Like he doesn't get the gun stuff. Like you can tell by like some of the stuff he'll say about it, even where he's like, yeah, I think the Second Amendment's good, whatever. But then the like hardcore right guys that are like real, you know, he's not really on that wavelength, but they try to go and encompass him in.
Yeah.
And that's not his lane. He's just like, he grew up in fucking New York.
Yeah, he went to Harvard, right?
Yeah, like, you know, he went to an Ivy League school. Yeah. He wasn't out bass fishing and deer hunting on the weekends,
Yeah,
you know, like.
I hear you. Yeah.
So it's always funny to me the angle of being like, well, he's the
business Republican.
Yeah, he's fiscally Republican.
Yeah.
So, which also, like I said, great, you know, economy does well and things seem to be a lot cheaper. So it's cool. I'm a fan of that. But yeah, so I always find it very entertaining. So like, you know, because a lot of your Midwestern people are not pro electric vehicles and stuff like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And even though it would piss a bunch of them off, I don't think he would get it. I think he would roll in a Cybertruck being like, see, look how cool this is.
Yeah.
And a majority of his base would be like, no, we're
Ew.
against that. You need to roll coal, dude. You need to be in a diesel F-350, you know? And he's like, that's gross. No, I drive Cadillacs and Lincolns and shit. You know, like he's not.
He does do private jets, so that
Yeah.
does work for the Midwest.
Yeah. So we love that. We love as he flies over.
We love to be able to fuel them planes.
Yeah. Where there's just pollution coming down on our crops. But yeah, well, hey, anything else we need to go over before we wrap up today?
No, man, I think that was a great ep, dude. Fucking,
Fuck yeah.
I'm learning a lot. They're learning a lot.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's been a hell of a day so far.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, hey, thank you very much, JP. Thank you guys for tuning in at home. Tell us about what presidents to do and our movie for, and cheers, buddy.
Cheers, bro.
See you guys.